Good morning. My name is Maureen Chung. Welcome to Daily Devotional of December the 19th. The passage is Song of Songs, chapter 3, verse 6 to 11. The title is The Wedding Procession. Who is this coming up from the wilderness like a column of smoke, perfumed with myrrh and incense, made from all the spices of the merchant? Look, it is Solomon's carriage, escorted by 60 warriors, the noblest of Israel, all of them wearing the sword, all experienced in battle, each with his sword at his side, prepared for the terrors of the night. King Solomon made for himself the carriage. He made it of wood from Lebanon. Its posts he made of silver, its base of gold. Its seat was upholstered with purple, its interior inlaid with love. Daughters of Jerusalem, come out and look, you daughters of Zion. Look on King Solomon wearing a crown, the crown with which his mother crowned him on the day of his wedding, the day his heart rejoiced. This poem from Song of Songs, chapter 3, verse 6 to 11, is a picture of King Solomon's wedding procession. Which direction does this picture depict? King Solomon and his entourage may be coming across the desert to take his bride from her humble dwelling. Or King Solomon may have picked up his bride and is returning with her to his palace in Jerusalem. However, without the former journey, there will not be the latter journey. Let me assume the former to begin with, i.e., Solomon is approaching the bride's home to take her away. The carriage kicks up a column of dust, but fittingly, the smell that floats through the air is the smell of imported, expensive myrrh and incense. Solomon is prepared to anoint his bride with perfume fit for a queen. He is escorted by 60 noble warriors, experienced in battle and decorated with swords. They are the elite royal bodyguards prepared for the terrors of the night, in verse 8. They will defend the king at all costs. The poet offers a description of the carriage, designed by King Solomon himself, wood from Lebanon, posts of silver, probably holding up a canopy to provide shade from the sun, base of gold, seat upholstered with purple, interior lovingly inlaid by the daughters of Jerusalem. It is a reflection of the outer and inner beauty of the bride. All these serve to illustrate his high regard for this very important occasion. His carriage is uniquely made with the choicest of materials to honor his bride. He comes ceremonially dressed, wearing his crown on his wedding day. His mother Bathsheba crowned him to show her approval of this marriage. His heart is pumping with joy. Who is observing this rare display of splendor? Come out, you daughters of Zion, and look. Verse 11. I can imagine the excitement and nervousness of the bride hearing of the commotion while in her cottage. She may ask her friends if she looks perfect. How is the bridal gown? How are the ornaments on her braided hair? How are the colors of her cheeks? Should she be bringing anything else with her? Her favorite jewels? Her favorite scarves? The rumbling of the carriage draws closer and closer. She peeks out of her windows and recognizes the handsome figure of her lover descending from the carriage. Now is the moment to come out and be taken away. Now is the time to say goodbye to her family and best friends. Now is the opening of a new chapter of life with love, with the love of her life. This is the bride's wedding day, her glorification. I remember the story of Elijah being taken up by the chariot of fire as Elisha was watching. God came to take his servant Elijah away at the completion of his earthly ministry. Elisha longed to have the touch by the same Spirit of God. One day, maybe his turn would come. 2 Kings chapter 2, verse 11 to 15. I too imagine myself as the bride of Christ. The desert imagery reminds me of the Exodus from Egypt. Israel was transitioned from bondage to freedom and from humiliation to glory. Likewise, Christ came to redeem me from the slavery to sin to the freedom in the Holy Spirit. Christ removed my humiliation as a darkened sinner and brought me into the glory of his eternal kingdom. With his church, I have become the bride of Christ. At the right time, when love is ready, he will come to take me away. I shall not be taking anything with me, for his gifts is his heavenly home, and that will surpass the value and beauty of my earthly treasures. His white robe of righteousness for me is far better than the soiled garment of a common shepherdess. As Paul says in 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 8, "Now there is in store for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the glorious judge, will award to me on that day, and not only to me, but also to all who've longed for his appearing. With joy and anticipation, with a thankful heart, I shall leave the cocoon of my humble dwelling to join him at his carriage. He will lead me by the hand and guide me up into his golden carriage to go home with him. His palace will be my home forever. This will be my journey to the heavenly Jerusalem. Christ, my lover, I look forward to coming home to you in glory." My friends, believers of Jesus Christ, will you look forward to the day of his coming? May he bless you. Thank you for joining me. See you tomorrow. Please like and subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to get new video updates. Thank you.